value of a game like this where maybe they felt like some of the calls weren't going their way, and what can they learn from that and how to fight through that to get a win?
Yeah, like there's certain things like you absolutely can't control. So I ref our practices, okay? And I do it by myself, and I never run. So just think about going up full court and how many times I'm out of position. And I just guess. And I always tell them that. They always say, Coach, you missed this, you missed this, you missed this. I said, learn to play the game and move to the next play and not be emotional. Like, that's what a real player does. I didn't think we did a good job of that. Since I'm the head coach, I got to do a better job of getting that message across to our guys. Emotional people in basketball and in business, they're not good decision makers. And we got emotional there. TK not being able to start the second half or finish the second half is because of him getting frustrated and saying something and getting a technical, and you just can't have that. So I think that was my message to our team was, worry about what you can control. There's certain things we could control tonight that we didn't do a very good job of. That has nothing to do with actually playing the game. We got very, very frustrated and we let it affect us. But I also think part of that was Memphis. I thought Coach Hardaway had his team ready to play. He started the game with a lot of length, and we missed some shots that didn't go down for us. And then that kind of affected some other things. I thought Trey Kaufman-Renn was really good rebounding in the first half, and Oscar was really good rebounding in the second half. But we just got to get more consistency, on the glass there. And when you're not making shots, we got to do a better job guarding the ball, and just do a better job overall. But we had some really good stretches defensively. The first half, we had like 7 or 8 straight stops one time. We got some stops at key moments in the second half. But yeah, it's very fortunate to learn a hard lesson and still win the game.
Not just on the stretch there, I think they missed like 8 or 9 shots or something like that. Is that them wearing down? Did your defense kind of elevate itself?
I think that's one of the things just watching tape. You can kind of see, and hopefully it was a hard-fought game. I thought Memphis played really hard. I thought our guys laid it on the line and played. I don't know if we played smart at times. We lost our composure a little bit, as we discussed. But I thought both teams played pretty hard, and it was important getting those stops. We just had a couple costly turnovers there, against the press. We over-dribbled once. I don't even know the call because you got a 3-foot box outside. You can move both feet. You can't run, but you got a 3-foot box, and you can move within that 3-foot box. And he said he moved too much. I've never seen that call, but we over-dribbled a couple times and didn't take care of it right there, and had to do a better job. Be strong with the ball.
As far as composure and losing it, how about someone like CJ and the composure he showed, both the shots he hit to start the second half and the plays he made, I guess, with about like 5-6 minutes left.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Expect the unexpected.
That's a first.
Yeah, there you go.
Never
One
experienced
of you guys would have caught that. That would have been pretty cool.
What kind of bird is it?
Huh? I don't know. Maybe an Oregon. No.
It was not a flamingo.
It was not a flamingo.
I
I
can
know that.
confirm it was not a flamingo.
And it wasn't Tweety Bird. So, are these questions even that important? We got birds flying. We got to win by the grace of God,
I think he was fleeing the casino.
The bird threw me off.
I was asking about CJ and the composure that he
He was
showed.
great, man. Like the shots he made, JB made that pass to start the second half, and he got going a little bit. Then TK came in and found him. Then he stuck one right in front of our bench. I thought he did a really good job. And you see the minutes. That's when you get in those games and it gets going. Like we've had a pretty set rotation in how we've done stuff. When those games get sticky, you're gonna stay with those guys. And I thought CJ stepped up and really played well. It affected some other minutes of those other guys, but I thought he did the best job guarding the ball, and I thought he was knocking down shots also.
Does he have like a level-headedness to him that helps him in
Yeah,
situations?
he's
like
got poise. He does a good job of just kind of playing off our action and being ready to shoot. And the way we play, I thought the way they disrupted things got us out of sync a little bit. And with that, TK got in some foul trouble. We play off of Braden and we play off of TK a lot. And so then try to get some actions for Fletch, but also when you're the other guys, like what comes your way. 3 or 4 shots might come your way, 0 shots might come your way. Or tonight he had, he took 10 shots you know, and so just one of those things where you've got to stay ready, and he was ready tonight.
Did Memphis show you anything drastically different tonight than what you had seen in your preparation?
Not really. You know, I thought they played extremely hard. It's hard to gauge sometimes on tape, right? Like when you see them and you watch. But I also think from a human behavior standpoint, I don't think they had their best effort in their last game. And when you get, I thought we had a great effort at Alabama, I thought we had a great effort against Akron, and now they don't. Like now you travel and you come in, he changes the lineup, you know, just, I thought they were on edge, I thought they played hard, and they caused a lot of problems out there.
Do you feel like a game, I mean, I don't know, but I would suspect that you don't see a lot of that style of play
Yeah.
over the course of the season.
Right.
Do you feel like walking away off the floor that like appreciative of?
Yeah, if you can win,
Right.
right? Like you don't want to learn that lesson through a loss, but I understand your question. It's a great question actually, because you can't pick who you play in the NCAA tournament. And so like if you don't play some pressing teams, if you don't play some trapping teams, if you don't play physical athletic teams, so like last year we played 4 teams in the SEC just because of that, just kind of to your question, we're in the Big Ten. We get stereotyped in our league like we walk the ball up the court, and we don't. There's some people that are more patient than others, but we have some teams that really, you know, push the basketball and score the ball a lot. But then, you know, what's the chunk of your league and how it is. So we've always tried to go out and play really, really tough schedules, because organically it brings a lot of different styles that might cause you some problems. And like, who are you when you miss shots, right? We missed shots in the first half, and now we were able to respond and make some more in the second.
They were going off rebounds quite a bit.
Yeah.
Is that a transition defense issue for you, or you just need to make them feel it?
Yeah, you know, if you constantly, you know, are you know, not converting shots, especially at the rim, you know, a great way to give up a layup is to miss one at the other end. You know, that's just, everyone sees that. You missed a short shot. I thought we took way too many runners and floaters. I had to like gauge at it. I don't know what those numbers are, but I thought we had way too many tough intermediate shots, and you got to give Memphis credit for getting us into those. I thought we needed to play off of 2 feet and then be able to make, you know, the next play, the next pass. Sometimes you're at a low clock and you have to. Now, they did a great job of getting those rebounds and then pushing it out and attacking at the other end.
You really needed Benner to come up big today. He kind of did, didn't he?
Well, I thought just, you know, when you're in the game and you look at like, you know, you play 13 minutes, you get 4 rebounds, you don't turn the ball over, and you're a plus 13. So if he plays the whole game, like we win by 40, right? I guess that's what it says. So like it's, you know, sometimes it can be a little bit different when you get in a rotation and you come off. It's because, you know, your plus minus is who's in with you. So it's just not always on you, even though they give you that number. But I thought the start of the second half was huge for us. I thought he was really good. Obviously, he gets that double. But he was solid, and he rebounded the basketball.
Coach, Braden Smith was 2 of 14 tonight. Obviously, a historically great college basketball player, offensively especially. What did Memphis do to kind of make him that non-factor as far as scoring the basketball goes?
Right. You know, I would say about 3 to 4 shots, some of those tough runners and floaters, looked like to me it was like trying to draw fouls instead of just like, you know, putting it high and soft off the glass or getting to your pull up or not taking it. It just depends. Like sometimes it's tough because you got 12 misses, and sometimes it's tough to put 12 misses into a box, right? But I thought he had some good shots that just didn't go down. You know, I think there was a frustration level there, and that affected him a little bit. And for all the success in the games that he's been in, and especially the position that he plays, he can't let that affect him. He's a very, very competitive player. And, but once again, like make sure, like you give Memphis credit. You know, I thought Memphis did a good job of hounding him and getting after him. And he's seen it all, so that wasn't anything different for him. Like he's seen it all. But with that being said, when you say that, make sure you give your opponent credit.
When there is the review, the official review with Aaron Bradshaw,
Yeah.
turned out to be his technical foul that fouled him out,
Yeah.
and then you guys go plus 11 after that. It's
Yeah.
like 7:50
Yeah.
left in the game. You go plus 11 after that. What were you doing during that time, that delay? Like,
Yeah, just
fire
trying
him
to-
up or?
Just trying to get them to keep their composure more than anything. Like, and like you don't know what just happened either. Like You know what I mean? Like you can let when players come back, I don't know if you guys have ever coached, like you'll get a really good kid that'll come back to your huddle and just lie right to your face. It's a beautiful thing, right? You know, you feel like I'm raising more kids because everybody like gets to that point. You're like, what actually happened? What's going on? Like I didn't do anything.
Did you ask what
He said that he just goes like he just kind of hit the deck and he just said like I got physical with him, and that's what they said. They said our guy didn't have a flagrant one at all. He goes, but it was a foul that should have been called and we missed it. And then he said, but his was, and that was his fifth. So that's what they shared with us. And once again, like just do it. We got to do a better job of keeping our composure. That's what we can control.
Were they chirping back and forth on that play? Did Trey say anything about kind of whatever?
No, that was Oscar.
I'm sorry, that was Oscar.
Yeah, that was Oscar.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, that was Oscar.
I've been in many of these with you where you've kind of lamented a team that didn't embrace the physicality of a game. What's the fine line between embracing the physicality but staying on the right side of composure?
Yeah, to the defense of the officials, like I think if they just would have called everything and got it cleaned up to start with, it would have helped. But in hindsight, that might have fouled every person in the game out. So that's really hard for them. I think it was a hard game to play, a hard game to coach, and a hard game to officiate. And there just wasn't. We didn't consistently shoot it until the second half. And sometimes when you're missing shots, now the game gets a little uglier, right? It kind of mucks it up. And so I just told our guys, I just said like, there's no pointing fingers here. Like learn from it, and like worry about what we can